Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is what is your ideal spouse like? There are three piles. The timestamps for each pile will be in the description box in the comment section below. If the readings resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments. And if interested, you can return to the channel for other topics, other videos, and other readings after you finish this video. And to my returning viewers and my subscribers, I greatly appreciate the support as always. Up to newer viewers, welcome. I hope that the reading resonates and you're inspired to check out the other readings, videos, and topics on the channel. And also for personal readings, I have the details for that in the description box in the comment section below as well. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into each of your messages. Welcome to your reading pile one regarding what is your ideal spouse like. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. We're going to identify the cards that came out and then we'll go ahead and get into the reading. So the first card out for you is the 8 of Wands followed by the King of Cups, and then we have the 9 of Wands followed by the 2 of Pentacles, and then we have the 5 of Swords, and the bottom of the deck energy is the 6 of Cups. So quite a few messages here. First and foremost, your ideal spouse is someone who embodies a fiery wands element, but also a cups element. Because with the 8 of Wands and the King of Cups, it doesn't matter if we're speaking on male or female energy. This is someone who would be assertive, sexy, attractive, someone who is passionate and intense and driven, someone who knows what they want and they pursue it, but also someone who's loving, nurturing, caring, compassionate, generous, loyal, faithful, someone that moves with pure intention, someone who's honest and very much invested and focused on just you, themselves, and the connection you guys share with each other. So essentially you would want, this is kind of giving me the energy of like a good mix of like the bad boy lover boy energy, or like the bad girl lover girl energy, like someone who you get the best of both worlds, the positive aspects of each side. So you get the romantic, kind of loving, attentive person who likes to surprise you with nice gestures, romantic dinners and stuff like that. Someone who takes care of you if you're sick and they're there for you. They're very soft and gentle. But then also someone who's assertive. They have their boundaries. They're protective of themselves, of you, of your connection. Someone who is defensive. They will defend themselves. Just someone with boundaries, but also someone who leads from a place of love. Someone who is ready for anything. They can overcome any obstacle, any challenge. But they also tend to lead with a positive energy, right? This is someone who on the outside, this could be the energy of an individual on the outside. They have an assertive, almost intimidating energy. This could be someone, as I stated, that is very sexy and intense, alluring on the outside. They look very strong, very kind of standoffish in a way because of this 9 of Wands energy. Someone who looks very standoffish, maybe someone who looks like they don't play, that they're always ready for war. But on the inside, at the core of who they are and who they innately are, this is someone who is soft, someone who's gentle, someone who's generous, someone who is understanding and patient, someone who desires love, peace, and harmony. But even though they are innately this way, this is also still someone who can be in another energy. This is someone who will fight if they have to. This is someone who will, get defensive and stand their grounds if they have to. But it's a beautiful balance because we also have the 2 of Pentacles following the 9 of Wands energy. This is a balance. This is someone who, where their masculine and feminine energy is very balanced. They're not too much in one over the other. So again, the best of both worlds. And then you have the 5 of Swords following the 2 of Pentacles. And then we have the 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 6 of Cups is about past energy, past experiences, past connections. And then the 5 of Swords at the end of the read is about conflict, drama, chaos, disagreements, toxicity, sneakiness, cunning energy, just toxicity overall. So I'm feeling like for those drawn to this pile, I feel like you are desiring this kind of energy where this person moves and leads from a loving place, from a more emotionally intelligent place, because in your past, you've dealt with more this 5 of Swords dynamic, people who were manipulative mentally, people who were sneaky, could have been unfaithful, people who didn't know what they want, people who may have gaslit you, people who may have always created arguments, or when there was a disagreement, rather than sitting down and being mature about it, These are energies that created an argument, tried to flip the script, just people you couldn't trust. And that would make sense because when we're speaking of the Five of Swords, this is swords energy, this is mental energy. So this would more than likely mean the people of your past did not necessarily lead from a cups energy. These are not people that led from an emotional place or an emotionally balanced place. These are energies that led from an immature mental headspace. So you are now desiring, and your ideal spouse is someone who leads from the heart. This is a leader. This is a boss. This is someone who is successful. This is someone who is assertive and they are in their, alpha energy. But this is also someone who, if you have disagreements, this person will have a balance where they will set their boundaries. They'll respect their own boundaries. They'll respect yours. They'll respect the boundaries in your connection. But this is someone who will approach your disagreements from a patient place. This is someone who will want to sit down and create a loving, harmonious, mutual compromise where you both can kind of, come to a place of understanding when you have disagreements. Someone who will consider your heart, they'll consider your emotions, they'll consider the foundation of this connection. Okay. So this would definitely be someone that you can trust. This would definitely be someone who knows what they want. With the Eight of Wands and King of Wands, you would want someone where you can have a passionate, deep, intense, spicy, fiery, loving connection. A connection where the love just grows and grows and grows, and it's a strong connection with this Nine of Wands energy. A connection that can stand the test of time, a connection with a person where even when times are hard, there's a beautiful energy of balance, and that this is someone who can stand tall and stand strong, whether times are good or bad. And they can do so from a loving place, but also from a protective and grounded, assertive place. So this is someone, no matter if times get hard, they know how to balance things out. They're resourceful with this Two of Pentacles. This is also the energy of someone that would be responsible. Your ideal spouse would be someone very responsible, someone that takes care of their responsibilities, someone that takes their responsibilities seriously, but also someone who goes with the flow. So when there's too many, responsibilities on you, or they could even be situations where this is a stressful experience, this person shows up in a Nine of Wands. That's when they're able to tap into that more masculine energy, take charge with that Eight of Wands energy, take action to help figure things out and to help neutralize the situation when times get rough, whether that's a rough patch in your connection or whether that's just, hard times in finances. It doesn't matter. This is someone who will be dedicated to you, dedicated to this connection, and dedicated to figuring things out with you, not someone that'll just leave or someone that'll create conflict with this Five of Swords. So definitely a beautiful balance here. This is someone, like, for example, if when we're talking about physical attributes, this would be someone who is very, very strong, right? Like very physically. For example, for the ladies, this would be someone from a physical attribute perspective that has like strong, broad shoulders. You may be attracted to the energy of people with like maybe strong, muscular, well-defined arms, or a strong, muscular chest or back. It doesn't matter if they're like slim or muscular or, average build or even thick. This is the energy of someone where you just like someone with, it looks like they take care of their bodies, right? Somebody who is just strong on the outside, someone that you look at them and you can tell that they can take on a lot, someone who looks like they can power through. But on the inside, they're soft. On the inside, they're as soft as a teddy bear. This is someone that'll give you that'll set up a romantic dinner for you and surprise you with a beautiful gift and cuddle with you and watch, chick flicks with you and romantic, movies and stuff with you. And, just those sweet lover boy, lover girl type of energies, but also someone that in the bedroom, they know how to handle themselves. It can be very steamy, very assertive in the bedroom, someone who takes charge, inside and outside the bedroom, someone who has a boss energy, someone who pursues their goals and dreams, someone who pursues you and they know what they want. This is especially someone who you would want your future spouse to be someone that is certain that they want to be in this connection and they show up in this mature cups energy. Not someone that, even though this person is, more than likely seductive and attractive and may have a lot of suitors, you want to be sure that their heart is only for you. And with the King of Cups, no matter if we're speaking on a male or female, this is someone who knows where their heart lies. They give their heart to one person and that's where it stays. So you essentially just you want someone that is balanced. You want someone that will protect you, they know how to knows how to protect themselves and your connection, as I stated, and also someone who knows how to love you, right? You want someone that knows how to love you, someone that will learn you, someone that will listen when you talk, someone that will understand you, someone that will show up for you no matter if times are good or bad, someone who will reciprocate your love, someone who will approach this connection in you with pure, genuine, authentic, patient, loving energy, someone who will nurture you when you need nurture, a comforter, but also someone that'll tell you when you're wrong, right? I mean, I'm going to be honest, for some of you, you do want somebody that will put you in your place. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because I'm not exactly the type of person who likes, well, I do kind of like to be, but anyway, this is not about me. But my point is, you do like somebody that can stand their ground. This is someone with boundaries, right? I guess some people would think of a King of Cups as someone who can be walked all over, someone who is easy to manipulate, somebody who is soft. And the King of Cups is loving, but this is still a king, right? And especially with this Wands energy, this is definitely someone that cannot be walked over. In other words, this person may show up in a loving, patient, calm energy, and perhaps maybe people would get the wrong idea about this person. But then when that Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands energy shows up, they figure it out really quickly that this is the wrong person to play with, right? So I feel like this is a good energy. I love this balance. I think that whether this is a male or a female, I think this energy is very spot on of what an ideal spouse is. But that's from my opinion, right? Everyone desires something different, and we have two other readings to get into. So I don't know what else is going to come out for them. But I love this energy. This is looking like a vastly different energy from what you went through in your past connections with that Five of Swords, Six of Cups. With that Five of Swords, you've been through some stuff. That's an energy of betrayal in your past. Chaos, just very cunning energy. People who just wanted to be hostile, they self-sabotage, it's just a negative energy. Now you just want love, but you want your love to come spicy. You want a love that is very it's a fire that doesn't burn out. It's the energy of having that intensity, but it just keeps growing. Yeah, Nine of Wands, a person that can stick it out, a person that's willing to stand in this connection and make it work. And they're genuine. Especially, I'm getting an energy here where you definitely just desire somebody especially trustworthy. Somebody that is stable mentally, emotionally, somebody that's practical, very disciplined. Yeah, this is, yeah, definitely somebody polite and kind. Yeah, I like this energy. But I am going to leave the reading there. If it resonated, please feel free to like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. And if interested, you can return to the channel for other topics, other videos, and other readings. Thank you. Welcome to your reading pile 2 regarding what is your ideal spouse like. So I've already pre-shuffled. I generally do pull 5 cards, but 6 came out for you. So we'll identify the cards that came through, and then we'll get into your reading. So the first card out for you is the Knight of Cups, followed by the Temperance card. And then we have the Empress, followed by the Three of Swords. And then we have the Hermit, followed by the Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So with your message here, this came through very strongly, and I love that. You are desiring a partner, a spouse who is very pure in their intentions, someone who is loving, they're harmonious, they're patient, they're someone who is healed, someone who you may more than likely desire someone who is spiritually inclined, or at least someone who does a lot of deep reflection. You're desiring someone who is healed from their past connections and their traumas, someone who has done a lot of self-reflection, someone who is self-aware, someone who is straightforward and honest with themselves, essentially someone showing up in their purest form, right? Or at least someone that is working on themselves or has worked on themselves. You are desiring someone who doesn't come in with baggage, extra baggage from their past. You're desiring someone who doesn't come in and bring you any type of burdens or pressure or anxiety, not someone that you have to worry about, hurting you, betraying you, or creating difficulties in the connection. You want something harmonious and peaceful. You want something balanced. Now, with this Knight of Cups energy coming out, I do get the vibe that most of you, if not all of you, are definitely interested in something new. This energy is not giving me the vibe of someone that's interested in something from the past. For the most part, this is definitely giving me the energy of the majority of you desiring a new connection, a new experience, and a new opening in love. Now, for the small portion of you, who are desiring someone from the past. With this temperance card, this can represent a card of peaceful reconciliation and an offer coming in. And I do, for those small portion of you that are attracted to someone from your past or desire someone from your past, this energy would suggest that you desire someone from your past in a renewed energy, someone who has healed with this Three of Swords energy and Hermit card, someone who has, ended their burdens, anxiety, stress, and their burdens, anxiety, and stress they bring into this connection. And with the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom, someone that wants a new beginning. Now, for the rest of the message here for everyone involved and attracted to this pile, you desire to have a connection with someone that you can build with, because we have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is the energy of someone who will invest in this connection, invest in you, invest in themselves, someone who is responsible, someone who is loyal and trustworthy, and someone who is willing to take their time to build this into a Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles always makes me think of the Ten of Pentacles, especially in a love reading, because you have the Knight of Cups coming out in the beginning of the read. This is like a new offer in love, a new opportunity in love. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck after the rest of the cards come out. And this is building, investing. So you desire someone who will see the value in your connection, who will see the value in you, the value in themselves. With the Cups and the Pentacles energy, this suggests to me that you are someone who, for some of you, you may want to work with your partner to build like a business, or you may just want to have a connection where there is an abundance of love and an abundance of material wealth and spirituality. Because I am also getting that with this Three of Swords, Hermit, and Ten of Wands energy, you have been through some stuff in romance. I feel like in your past connections, there were a lot of difficulties. I feel like there was a lot of self-sabotage from the other person, maybe some on your part. I feel like there was a lot of sadness, there was a lot of anxiety. You felt burdened by those connections, burdens within those connections. And I feel like you yourself had to go into a hermit mode and do a lot of healing and inner work and self-reflection. And so now you're desiring a partner that comes in that is equally yoked with you. Someone who's going to come in that has done just as much work on themselves as you have, not someone still attached to their past or still being driven or affected by the things of their past, where they can sabotage this or bring you chaos. You just want harmony in your connections. You want love and you want an abundance of love. With the Empress coming out here, this would suggest an energy that you want a person that you can create a family with, whether you're male or female, whether you're attracted to male or female energy, it doesn't matter. You're desiring someone that you can have a home with. For those of you that want children, you want to have a Ten of Pentacles where you can create a legacy for your children, a legacy for you and your partner, something that surpasses even you and your connection. You want to be able to have a positive abundance in every area of your life. You want a spiritual connection. You want someone that is emotionally, mentally, and spiritually aligned and in tune with themselves. Someone who is going to come through in their purest, most authentic form. Someone who is renewed in a sense. And as I stated earlier, most of you want a new beginning in love. So for most of you that do want a new beginning in love, you want someone who also is desiring a new beginning in love. You want them to come in with just them, just who they are, right? No Three of Cups, I'm sorry, no Three of Swords attachments from past difficulties and connections, no Ten of Wands burdens and negative energy or anything that makes you feel burdened. You want them to come in just in this kind of hermit energy, someone who has worked on themselves. And also, I feel like a lot of you want a partner who is choosy, right? You want a choosy lover, because the Knight of Pentacles does not invest their energy into just anyone. The Knight of Pentacles only invest their time and energy into something that they plan to water and that they want to see grow and bear the most purest, abundant, beautiful fruit. Okay. So you want someone who is going to patiently take their time to build through this. It doesn't matter what obstacles come up in the connection. It doesn't matter what burdens you guys have to work through along the way. You want someone that is willing to stay and push through and build. Because when you're in Pentacles energy, it can take time building. But with the Knight of Pentacles, he has no issue with that. He has no issue with that, but he's only going to, and he or she is only going to invest their time into what they really truly want to focus on. So you want someone who's solely focused on this connection, on the connection you have with each other, on you, on each other, on you, on themselves. Just someone who you can, again, build with, someone you can create a happy home with, someone who you can work with, potentially in work and work with each other at home. But this is giving me definitely balance. This is giving harmony. I'm not getting a whole lot of energy about physical attributes, although the Empress is out here and this is the energy of an attractive woman. Take it, or a man, take it as it resonates. Either way, the Empress is attractive. This is someone who is attractive. This is someone who is very appealing. Now, with the Empress coming out here, this could represent your energy, right? Because I said a lot of you worked on yourselves, or this could represent the energy of the person. It could be both. But with this energy coming out, I do feel like you also are desiring someone who is balanced in their masculine and feminine energy, similar to the previous pile, but the energy in this one is vastly different. But you're desiring someone who's mentally and emotionally in tune, someone who wants to create a happy and harmonious life with you, someone who has the same desire for love as you. I feel like you might be someone who desires a connection where it's just the two of you. So you could be someone who is introverted, someone who is very cautious about who you allow into your circle, into your space, and you desire someone who moves in that same energy. With this Hermit card and this Knight of Pentacles, someone who is cautious about who they allow in and who they associate themselves with. So you might be someone who perhaps like wants a marriage or a connection where it's just you and your family and you guys are kind of either off the grid, or you guys tend to just be one close unit and it's just you, right? Not saying that you don't necessarily want friends or family around, though that may be the case. I am getting the vibe that you do desire a family where it's like your own little community, just you, your spouse, and if you should have children, your children. But essentially, it's just you. It's just you guys creating your own little world together where only you exist and you allow the right people in every now and again, but then it just goes back to just being you. And I think this is lovely. I love this. Yeah, I definitely love this. The cups and pentacles balance here, an abundance of love and an abundance of material prosperity with the Hermit card, and abundance of spiritual energy. This is kind of giving me the world. Like I'm thinking of the world card with the pentacles, the cups, and the Hermit. The world card in tarot represents spiritual abundance and balance in material and spiritual, and also in loving unions and connections. This is like having the world that you create for yourself. So you want someone you can build with, as I stated earlier. I'm getting that strongly here. Because knights, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Knight of Pentacles. And knights are like action energy, but these are the energies of the beginning where you're starting to build up to something or starting to build something. So, I don't know what the past energy would be here, right? Like I don't think it really matters what the other person's past connections were like. You just want them to come in this hermit mode where they've worked on themselves and they're constantly working on themselves. So you guys can start anew. And so I do feel like, again, a lot of you may not have been in a connection for a long time. I feel like a lot of you have been on your own for a while and you've kind of been closed off from love, as I stated earlier, because of past deception. And with this Empress energy, if this represents you, whether you're male or female, this signifies that you have done a lot of work on yourself. Because the Empress energy is constantly evolving, but she's done the inner work. That's why she's embodied all four queens. Same as like the Emperor in tarot. He's embodied all four kings. You've done this work and you're still doing more and more work on yourself. And you're not willing to accept anyone who is not, introspective. Someone who is not concerned with who they are on a soul level, and someone who is not concerned with what they're bringing to the table in their romantic connections. And I love this. So essentially overall for you, your ideal spouse, they could be spicy, but your ideal spouse is someone that's going to be harmonious, someone balanced, someone loyal, pure in their intentions, someone loving, someone patient, hardworking, responsible, someone that is, self-aware, someone that's spiritually inclined, and someone who has done a lot of inner work on themselves and continues to do inner work on themselves. someone who you can, who will be with you through the good times and the bad times, through the hard times and the easy times, and someone that you can have a happy home with, and someone who essentially you can build to a 10 of pentacles, to the world energy. You want someone you can create your own perfect world with, your own ideal world. And I love that for you. And I pray you get that. But I'm going to leave it there. And if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you like. And if interested, you can return to my channel. I do have other topics, other readings, and other videos. Thank you. Welcome to your reading pile 3 regarding what is your ideal spouse like. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. We're going to identify the cards that came through, and then we'll go ahead and get into the message. So the first card out for you is the King of Wands, is followed by the Seven of Wands, which is followed by the Three of Pentacles. And then we have the Star card followed by the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the Six of Pentacles. So there are quite a few different messages coming through here. I love the energy in this reading. I'm going to do my best to highlight and bring out every single message that came through. And let's go ahead and first and foremost focus on this King of Wands energy. So it doesn't matter if your ideal spouse is a male or female energy, it's all just energy. So this would definitely be someone who is assertive, someone who is passionate, fiery, someone who is definitely very attractive, very sexy, someone who is very this is a leader. This is definitely someone who would be successful, someone who knows what they desire in life and they pursue their dreams and goals very courageously, very boldly. This is an action-oriented person. This is not a person who does a lot of talking. This is someone who walks it like they talk it. This is someone who they know what they want and they don't really waste a lot of time thinking and dreaming it up. They pursue their dreams. They turn them into a reality. This is more or less likely definitely someone who would be fun, funny, exciting. This is probably an extroverted energy. So your ideal spouse is someone who would like to travel and get out and explore the world. This is someone who loves to make memories. This is definitely a very passionate energy. I guess that should have been the first thing that came up. This is a passionate energy, very passionate. So I do feel like this is going to be, and this would be the energy of someone who is very, they know their way around the bedroom. This is someone where your intimacy would be very satisfying, very explosive, very intense, very deep, and even very transformative. So there's that. Now, also, though, I do want to get into a deeper part of this message. Your ideal spouse is someone who is more or less likely a defender and protector, but this is also something they would do as a career because we have the Seven of Wands, which represents being defensive and protecting yourself, holding your ground, and being courageous and bold. And then it comes out with the Three of Pentacles of collaborations. So for most of you, if not all of you, your ideal spouse is someone where you could be a power couple. With this Three of Pentacles, I get the implication that you would like to be able to work with your spouse to, have an alignment in your careers, ambitions, or what you want to do in the world. And I feel like that would be geared towards protecting and defending others. I feel like it would be geared towards philanthropy, humanitarianism, the energy of giving back to others, the energy of restoring hope and faith, being like two powerful guides. Because we have the Star card that follows the Three of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands comes before the Three of Pentacles. So this is like collaborations in career and goals and business that is related to the Seven of Wands of protecting and defending with courage and with boldness, but also with the Star card. This is also an energy of using that, protecting and defending others to help restore their hope and faith, right? So usually when people are, in a bad situation or there's unfair circumstances in their lives, they can lose hope, they can lose faith. And the energy here is definitely geared towards wanting to help people out of a tough situation. The Six of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, signifying charity, donations, again, philanthropy, giving back to others, using your resources, your time, your nurturing, and your energy to help balance the scales and help create balance in other people's lives for those that are less fortunate or for those who are going through a tough time. So I feel like your energy, you would want to use the power that you two come together and create to create hope and change in the world on some level, to help those that cannot help themselves, to help the less fortunate. It will be essentially your ideal spouse is someone who would have all this power and authority, and they use that power for good. They use that power to help create change. They don't take advantage of that power. This is definitely someone who is very generous. And mind you, the King of Wands can often be depicted as someone who is very self-focused, someone who is in it just for their own joys and pleasures and, their own desire, and using their power to, self-serve. However, you would desire a King of Wands whose energy is used to help give to others in the most beautiful way possible. Their power is used to help change the lives of others, to help affect the lives of others in a beautiful way, and to also help and change the world in that way, even if it's on a small scale or a big scale. But I do feel like this is something that would be on a big scale because we have the Six of Wands, as I said, which is public recognition. So your ideal spouse is someone who would be very well known, whether this is just in their community or whether this is on a large scale, right? As I mentioned earlier. So even if in your mind, this is not your thought process of, oh, I want a famous, my ideal spouse is famous, or my ideal spouse is well seen, or they're celebrated. Even if that's not really at the pinnacle of how you see this energy of your ideal spouse is someone who would definitely be seen. This person, this would be a star because the star energy is here. Even if this is just in their public, in the local community or within their family. But I think this would be on a big level because this energy is giving the energy of a power couple that comes together and they collectively work with this Three of Pentacles energy to help shift things within the world and within people's lives. This is definitely the energy of a power couple where they're known for, and they're creating a legacy of humanitarianism. You would be a power couple, but this would be a power couple who is inspiring to others, because I don't feel like it would just be your looks and your money and your success that is why you're idolized. I feel like you would be celebrated and supported and encouraged and cheered on because of how generous you each are, because of how kind you are, because of how selfless you are. This is very much a big-hearted energy, and I love this energy. It's like you want the best of both worlds, because the King of Wands energy with the Seven of Wands definitely gives bad boy vibes, but this would give the energy of a bad boy who has transformed themselves. So for example, this is someone who could have went through their 20s or their 30s, and they were in this, maybe unevolved King of Wands energy, but then they transform themselves because the star card is out here, and that also represents spirituality. Aligned, the chakras are aligned. So this would be someone where they're spiritually aligned. Your ideal spouse would definitely be very spiritual. This would not just be a person that is focused on material goals and success and money. This would be a person that's also focused on the internal aspects of themselves. Their fire and passion is also focused on them constantly growing and evolving as a person. And that could also be why this energy, even though they're coming out as a King of Wands, this could also be why they're so charitable, why they're so passionate about helping people. So your ideal spouse would definitely be someone to be admired. And they would be very well sought after, I'm going to be honest. Because with the Star card and the Six of Wands, and them coming out as the King of Wands, this is someone who would have a lot of suitors. But this is an energy of loyalty. With the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, with the energy of the Three of Pentacles, and even with the Star card, this is someone with high morals. This is somebody who is trustworthy. This is definitely an honorable energy. So it kind of gives the vibe where this is someone where all these other people desire them, all these other people want to be with them, but only you can have them. Right? So in your ideal spouse is someone is kind of like I don't know, I guess a good example, it's a bit far-fetched, but a good example of this would be like this celebrity who is, sexy, attractive, powerful. They have a good reputation with the public. They're very much loved by the masses, for example. And it's like, but you have them. They choose you. You choose them, and you two come together. But this is feeling like a very spiritual connection. So your ideal spouse is someone where you would have a spiritual connection with. It's like your connection, your union it would go beyond just love and success and material and this happy home. Your connection, your union would be used for a bigger purpose. So you are more than likely someone who aligns with this energy, where perhaps your careers, your passions, your desires in life is to pursue, basically projects and businesses, or just, creative endeavors that put you in a position to help other people. It puts you in access with people who need money, and you have a way of helping them get more resources. People who are, needing to defend themselves because they're innocent, or because they're in an unfair situation where they're getting ready to lose everything, for example. You may have a heart of a humanitarian. You yourself are someone who could be a very wands and pinnacle dynamic, where you're very balanced, you're very loyal, you're very dedicated, trustworthy, honorable, and patient, but you're also fiery and passionate and intense, and you are a rebel with a cause. Your ideal spouse is someone who would be a rebel with a cause. And I feel like you are a rebel with a cause, and you want to be able to come together. And it's like individually, you're both powerful and fiery, and you can make an impact individually, but together, you can make an even bigger impact. So your ideal spouse is definitely, probably would be most people's ideal spouse. I'm not gonna lie. And I think in your reading, I kept accidentally in my mind, at least I don't know if it came out, but I kept almost calling this future spouse. So I do feel like perhaps this is your future spouse, right? This could be your ideal spouse, and this could be someone that you're also manifesting in. Because if your energy is very much like aligning with this star card energy and this wands energy, you're someone who could also be a master manifester, which means that this could be along your journey. So you're idealizing this because this is what is meant for you. You're meant to come together with a partner. You're both meant to be seen with this star card and six of wands. You're both meant to help create some sort of change in the world. And there's different ways you can do that, because there's a lot of energy out here of creativity. We have the wands energy representing creativity, and then we also have the star card representing creativity. And the six of wands is being celebrated for your creative energy and the success that you have accomplished with utilizing that creative energy. So this could be along your path. And with this energy this is beautiful energy. And I do hope this is on your path. If this resonates, I do hope that this is for you. But I love this. I love this so much. I didn't expect this type of message to come through. Some of the elements of it are similar to each of the other two piles, but this is very powerful. This feels very intense, not just because of the wand energy, but something about this feels like overwhelming in a good way, though. That's why I said, and I think your piles might be the only one that I accidentally said future spouse, or that I kept thinking it over and over. So I'm feeling like this is something that may actually be aligned for you. This may actually be highlighting who your future spouse actually is. This may actually be getting into alignment, right? This may be something that's coming into alignment for you, or something you're coming into alignment with. This could be actually depicting your actual journey and the actual journey of your connection, because this is something to be admired. I'm very invested in this. And it could just be, again, the wands energy that's drawing me in, but I am very invested in this. I'm very invested in this energy. So I do feel like this is something that is along your purpose. I don't know, but I'm going to keep it as ideal spouse because that's what the topic of the reading is. But this definitely feels like something that's going beyond this topic. And because of that, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. So if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if you're interested, you can let me know in the comments. And also, if interested, you can return to the channel for other topics, other videos, and other readings. But other than that, I thank you, and you have a wonderful day.